Y'all, so I kind of just, I'm trying to find the words. Y'all, I cannot find my glasses. I know y'all normally see me with my glasses, but I cannot find my glasses. But it was time for me to go back to the eye doctor anyway. Your boy's vision is not one of his gifts. It's not his best attribute. But, you know, hey, it's all right. It's not all right. You know, I can barely see. But we're going to make it through. We're going to pray. Y'all pray for Chalaki, child. Y'all pray for the vision of the black man. How about that? So, Real Housewives of Potomac, more of the same stuff. I mean, my God. Ooh, where I want to go with this. So, it still ended with, I'm sorry. So, it began with Candiace and versus everybody pretty much, except for Askale and Wendy. At one time for Askale to speak yet, so it was mainly just Wendy chiming in from time to time trying to defend her homegirl child, but it wasn't landing because it was so many people against everything that Candiace was saying. Candiace started to bring up all kind of examples of the ladies doing ugly stuff to one another. Karen saying that Gizelle was a broken whore from Hampton University. Gizelle saying that Ray's penis don't work, you know, and call it and making all kind of old jokes and all that kind of stuff, which I will be doing some probably in this review because I got to give Karen a little bit of spice as well because Karen, I'm gonna get on that, but yeah, it was just a lot. It was definitely hard to watch. Gizelle, you walked your friend, which was Robyn, into Ashley's restaurant, into her work establishment to beat her ass. Is that not aggressive? Is that, oh, but Candiace goes too far? Maybe I'm just a messed up person, but the stuff that Candiace says don't affect me. It's lightweight. Compared to the stuff that I could say, compared to the stuff that the people I grew up around me saying, the neighborhood that I grew up in, it's lightweight, the stuff that Candiace says. I mean, I can go deeper, I can go dirtier. We all can. But for all of y'all to sit up and say that, oh, Candiace cuts too deep, Candiace does that. You want to know why all the stuff that Candiace says lands and hurts people, so to speak? You want to know why? Because she's darker. That's why. And automatically, the person that is the darker, you are going to lean more towards that person that is the aggressor. I myself, it's something that's just so embedded into us as black people. It's something that's so embedded into our culture. We don't even realize we're doing it. With how we instantly feel sympathy for people who are lighter. People who are white. Duh, they get all of it. White people cry on TV. A child just, you know, let's go hug them. Let's go rescue them. Let's go save them. Black people cry on TV. A child, what they do? Child, suck it up. Oh, they nephew going to jail. He did it. There's no way he could be innocent. There's no way that Raheem, Tyrone, Jerome, and Taquoy could be innocent. But Rachel can be innocent. Trent can be innocent. Taylor can be innocent. Julie can be innocent. Billy Bob Joe can be innocent. What's another white name? I can't think of nothing, but y'all get y'all get the point, child. I'm just, y'all follow me. Y'all see all this in the background. I'm gonna have some fancy shit for y'all one day. It's just not gonna be the day I gotta go to the eye doctor. It's gonna take, I don't know how much of my money. Every time you get ready to save, here comes something that you got to give it up for, ain't it? Ooh, wait. Where am I going with this, guys? Everything that Candiace was saying, they was just brushing off. No, that's not the case. Oh, you're overreacting. Da 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 da. Girl, shut up. Whoop de whoop. They was brushing off every single thing that Candiace was saying. It was working my black ass nerves. It was really taking me to a place. It was just really, it was like, it was kind of taking me to the place. You know how like when you watch movies, and let's say this is a slave movie, and you know, it just, you see how, you know, they're all actors, but you know, you see how it used to be back in the day with slavery and stuff, and how we're treated, you know, with versus the white people and stuff. And it was kind of pissing me off like that. I felt like I was watching 12 Years a Slave or Django or some movie that was just, or Roots or something that was just taking me to a dark ass place. It was just working my nerves. The fact that I saw Gizelle and Karen team up against Candiace, I said, "Oh, Candiace." Now, Candiace, I know every person needs a coin. Lord knows I do. Every person needs a coin, but Candiace, you might need to reevaluate your purpose for the show. Because in my humble opinion, those women are trying to get rid of you, it seemed like. For Karen to say out of her mouth, "Oh, well, one day we're going to tune you out. And you know, you won't have to worry about nothing." Candiace was like, "So what that mean?" "No, Karen, we don't want to do that." "No, this what you said, old blonde. You said what you said." Now, Karen, you my favorite. You still my favorite. Personality-wise. Hilarious. Very entertaining. But you play into that colorism too. And it's shocking to me because you have the oldest dark-skinned daughter. Mia has a dark-skinned daughter. She's young. And Gizelle has dark-skinned daughters that are growing up and coming, you know, into their own as young women. Beautiful girls, all of them. But Karen, I'm coming at you real quick because you play into that colorism stuff too. You constantly saying, "Oh, Candiace is the problem. Candiace your mouth. Candiace this. Candiace that. Da 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 da." All the stuff that you done said to Gizelle throughout the years. But Candiace's mouth is the issue. It's just, it's so like, it is so much. It's so, I love being black. There's nothing in the world that I would rather be than black. I love everything about being black. But being black is probably one of the toughest things in the world to be. It really, really is. So many, there's so much, there's levels to everything. There's so many layers. There's so much history. There's so much bad history that comes with being African American in this world. And it's so much that has just taken a toll on us, on our psyche. It's so much, you know, from telling your little black kid, "Stay out the sun because you're going to get too dark." Why can't, you know, saying that, "Oh, you need to slap a perm in her hair too nappy." All that kind of stuff, it's like, all of that is colorism. All of that is rooted in racism. You telling that little girl that the hair that grows out of her head is not beautiful. And so she has to chemically change her hair, which could mess up her hair follicles, which could damage her hair. You know, all that kind of stuff is just, it's deep. It's deeper than people want to dive in on. People can so easily see racism, but you can't see colorism. You just ignore that. Well, you know, this girl I know, everything she hashtags, team light skin, light skin, light skin. Her handle is light skin something. Her name, everything she references, light skin something. Da, da, da. It's a lot. It's a lot. But let me stay on Potomac. Let me not get too deep. Let me see. They had light stuff, like they got on Wendy about the whole candle thing with Karen. It was shady. I don't give a damn what Karen says. They showed proof that Karen did say that she was going to expand her line way back than to candles. But that was years ago when she said that. So it's just like, you still waited until, at least the camera shown, Karen, that you still waited until Wendy started talking about candles. So all of a sudden, boom, here come your candles. And you just so happen to have more wicks than Wendy. You had 3, Wendy got 1. But Wendy said, she crossed her legs when she said this. She said that, nah, she has 5 and 7 wick candles. Her candle line. I forgot the name of it. I don't even know what the hell that means. But I guess congratulations to all the candle makers. Mia had said that she did a candle. She did her candle line and stuff, you know, to be petty. And I don't what Mia said, she got a social media manager. I didn't know that. I mean, I know like real stars and stuff have that, like, you know, the entertainers of the world and all that. But I didn't know people on Potomac have it. Mia said she tweeted Askale all kind of ugly stuff and coming for Askale, saying she stay in a townhouse with her mom and coming for her. When Askale really ain't did nothing to Mia. Mia came at Askale, but that's after. Askale came at Mia, but that's after Mia came at Askale. But once again, there's some people in this group that they get the pass. Everything they does gets brushed over. Gets completely brushed over. Mia telling Candiace that she's long overdue for ass whooping. Andy had a smirk on his face, and Slick agreed with Mia. Gizelle, last episode saying that, if she would have beat your ass, I wouldn't have had nothing to do with it. Not you, Gizelle. Didn't you have security last time? Because you was worried about Monique and her husband, Chris, doing something. Wasn't it you that brought security to Karen's home when they had the whole discussion with Monique about the fight that she had with Candiace, because you was scared about what Monique was doing? But you was all for Mia stumping on your good friend Candiace. You just met Mia. You don't even know her. Clearly she tell lies. You can see that. But, it don't matter. Because it's against the darky, which is Candiace. No offense, Candiace. But help, if you see this video, you know what I mean. It's real tea. It's real tea. I sat back and watched how each one of these women's beef with one another got squashed instantly. Ain't nobody got no issue with Ashley no more. Robyn and Ashley done made up. When Candiace was brought up the whole thing about Robyn and Gizelle coming to Ashley's restaurant to beat her ass. Her workplace to beat her ass. And that was brushed over. Oh, that was so long ago. Oh, that don't matter. We saw Gizelle and Robyn, they no longer had an issue with Mia. When Mia read them early in the season, they brushed that off real easy and quick like. The longest running beef between Gizelle versus Karen, they were able to squash that beef and team up against Candiace. But Gizelle would never apologize to Wendy, and Mia would never apologize to Candiace. What part don't y'all get? Gizelle started it with Wendy first, bringing up those rumors about her husband. And then she tried to sit up and say, she didn't, she never believed the rumors. And apparently the rumors came from a blog source that tell lies on all of them. But Gizelle, you still brought it to the show. So what does that matter? I should put a hat or something on my head. Y'all excuse my hair. I wash my hair. Big head, took a nap today. You wake up and your hair all smushed and crazy, whatever. Natural hair problems. But you still brought that mess to the show. Mia, regardless of what Candiace said to you, you started it with her first. Nobody would have said anything about your mom or nothing being low budget if you wouldn't have threw that word out there. Wouldn't nobody even think about nothing low budget. I don't get it. I don't get how You can start something with somebody and then tell them how mad to get. You don't know what offends people. Just because you might not be offended by something don't mean that somebody else might not be offended. Just because I find something funny doesn't mean that that person finds it funny, whoever I'm talking to, or people I'm talking to. I don't understand why that's hard to understand. And I ain't even no smart person like that, but I get that. Hell. My mama knew she wasn't working with a scholar. Not a scholar, you know, on the show. She knew she wasn't working with a scholar. Me. She knew what time it was with me. She told me, she looked at me, she said, Chase, do the best you can. I said, yes, ma'am. People are talented in all kind of areas. Y'all, I'm irritated. It's messed up. It's messed up and it's unfortunate. Candiace in there fighting all these women. You know, when she brought up the whole colorism thing, they brought up her body shaming Ashley and how did that thing go? Candiace was talking about Ashley's forehead. And then Candiace was just like, well, you know, you're always talking about my hair being dry. Saying that she was offended by, it was the whole milkmaid thing and coming for Ashley's body and whoop to whoop. And then she was like, okay, well, Ashley need to get over it because she's sitting here talking about my hair and I'm a black woman and whoop to whoop. And Ashley was just like, oh, well, our hair gets dry sometimes. And she was like, no, I'm a dark-skinned black woman. You have looser, curlier hair, a loose curl than I do, and you know what that gives. And everybody rolling their eyes. Nobody wants to talk about colorism. You know what? I appreciate Ashley for at least trying to say something about the colorism topic. I appreciate her for at least being open to talk about it, because these other broads had nothing to say besides Candiace and Wendy. And Karen, you are an old light-skinned lady. You have been old and light-skinned for a long time. And come to think of it, looking at Karen's family, everybody in her family is light. So what did your family, coming from an old school black family, y'all know what it gives. Y'all know what it gives, especially when everybody in the family y'all know what it gives. What you bringing that little nana in here for? Y'all know what it gives. And coming from the South too, child, please, y'all know what it gives. So what does your family feel about you marrying Ray, who's a very dark-skinned man? How did they feel when your little dark-skinned daughter came out? Some of them probably wishing and hoping and praying that the little girl come out light-skinned like them. But she came out brown. Let's talk. Let's talk. Because all of y'all have dark-skinned daughters that you're raising. All of y'all. And you'll see. We're going to see what it gives. Let's see then when you have sympathy for it. Let's see then when you all of a sudden see colorism when it's your child. You know, you may feel some kind of way because it's your child, as you should. But you're still not going to know firsthand what they're going through. But let's see. That's going to be the true test. That's going to be the true test right there. Ashley said that she does not see colorism in this group. But she admit to it being colorism and light skin privilege and all that, and white privilege in life. So Wendy said, well, why is this group void of colorism if it exists in society in general? Is this group not a part of society? Cut the shit, Ashley. Ashley was wrong. It was a silly ass. Ashley didn't have nothing to say. None of them had nothing to say. That was, you know, like I said, I at least appreciate Ashley for speaking up, because the rest of them didn't have nothing to say. Very disappointing. But I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. Gizelle has also said that she don't believe colorism is on the show. The fact that you won't even apologize to Wendy when you were wrong, regardless of what rumors was out there, you brought it to the show. And you talked to multiple people before you talked to Wendy, your friend that you were so damn concerned for. The fact that you only see fault in Candiace, who you have been knowing for years now, but you immediately takes me aside. The fact that you the fact that you was just so against Monique as soon as she became a cast member of the show when she did nothing to you. Oh, so you don't have a home? Monique, I have 4 homes. You wanted that brown skinned girl gone then. And Monique tried to fit in with y'all. You know, and let's not act like colorism don't have levels. It's levels to colorism, child. Yes, Monique is a black woman, and yes, Monique is darker than Gizelle them, but she's still lighter than Candiace. But let's talk. Yes, Candiace tried to fit in with Gizelle. Yes, Wendy tried to fit in with Gizelle and all that. Like I said, it's a natural thing that we don't even know we're doing. To put lighter skinned people or white people or whatever, anybody that's not dark and black, on a pedestal. Wouldn't even realize we'd be doing it. This thing is deep. This thing is deep, but it's a trip. How did it end? Child, it ended with Wendy and Gizelle, I think. It ended with Wendy and Gizelle. Wendy was reading. I didn't like Wendy's outfit. I hated it, actually. No, I didn't hate it. I just didn't like that big croissant that was sitting on her shoulder. I don't like stuff up around my neck because I don't have the longest neck in the world. And I don't like big croissants and Christmas ornaments and shit around my neck. I feel like I'm finna choking. In case I need to fight, like I can't move my neck how I want to and stuff, you know. Anyway. The more, you know, I had my best dress and all that I'm going off topic, but I had my best dress and all that for the reunion and all. But the more and more I look at their outfits, I don't like hardly any of them, to be honest with you. Gizelle's just still look like a big ass toga. Just look like a big ass, pretty ass pink tablecloth for Valentine's Day. Anyway. So it pretty much ended on that. You know, Robyn chiming in, trying her best to, you know. It's just so funny. All of them had something to say until it came time for the colorism topic. Didn't nobody say nothing but Ashley being wrong. But at least, you know, she tried. And Candiace and Wendy, they was silent during the colorism thing. Y'all know what it is. All of y'all are old enough. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what these black men be fawning after y'all. Y'all know what it is. Stop. Stop. Half of y'all are with colorist men. Please stop. Please stop. With that said, colorism. What's another example of colorism? Having your ambiguous woman that you marry, but keeping your dark-skinned black woman on the side that you still like to have sex with behind the scenes. But she ain't good enough to marry and parade around to your friends and to the public. But she good enough for you to have babies with. With that said, I'm MrChalaki. MrChalaki on Google+. Follow me at @SkinsWorld on Instagram and Twitter, at @SkinsWorld89 on Snapchat, Chess King on Facebook, MrChalaki on Cash App and PayPal, and as always, run me my money or run me my fade, run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned. I don't really know what else this reunion. We got 2 more parts. Can you believe this? We got 2 more parts of this reunion. I don't really know what the hell it gives. I can care less about Nicki Minaj coming. She's coming. I love Nicki Minaj, but for what? So we just gonna see. She got an orange wig, a bunch of necklaces. we're gonna see what it gives. Hopefully she has something funny to say. Not, you know, but why does that have to wait to part 4? But I can say this first 2 parts have kept my attention. They have entertained me. Whether it's been positive or negative entertainment, they have entertained me. I'll say that. Y'all stay black, stay tuned. Like, comment, and subscribe and all that good stuff. Help me out, child. And I'll see y'all later. To the next review. Bye.